What's up, everybody? Mark from Coffee&Toys here, bringing you another weekend review, news, things that strike my fancy, things that strike your fancy. We're just going to talk about Toys Day. It's going to be very chill. I'm glad to have you here with me. What a week it has been. Now, if your wallet's not hurting like mine, then you've been asleep, because it has been a busy week in the toy world. All sorts of Kickstarters, crowdfunding, etc., going on, starting, ending, somewhere in between, new reveals. But let's start off with coffee of the day. Of course, today's coffee in my new mug that you've maybe seen in a few of my videos. Got a wider mug, which is good because it's easier to hold. Not so good because more surface area equals it cools off a lot faster. But that's okay. I've got a coffee mug warmer over here, so we're all good. There's a little bit of science fact for you for the day. Also, another fact is that this is Black Rifle Coffee Gunship. Very good. I've talked about it before. I still have some remaining. Figured I'd have that today. It's just a right middle of the road, middle roast, or medium roast rather. That's very good, and I enjoy it. And so that's why I'm drinking it. About as simple as it gets. Need that caffeine though. And this is probably my 4th cup today, this morning. So with that being said, let's just jump into talking about this week in toy news. Let's see, anything that I've got coming in this week. I did get notification on a few orders that I had. One being the Star Wars Black Series Revenge of the Jedi Darth Vader exclusive figure. If you haven't seen it, it's just a Black Series Darth Vader with red highlights to look like the unreleased Revenge of the Jedi poster that wound up becoming Return of the Jedi in 1983. So it looks cool. Probably not going to take it out of the package. Probably won't do a huge review on it. I might just kind of bring it up in one of these weeklies because I only bought one of them. I'll take a look at it. If I really like it, maybe I'll buy a second one, open that up, and do a full review. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, because if you guys pick this up, I'd be interested in what your thoughts were. Maybe you got yours before I've gotten mine. Mine's supposedly been shipped, and it's somewhere between post office and here, but I don't know. So let's see. Otherwise, I've got a few orders coming in from Ringside Collectibles. One of those is very likely going to be it is a potential giveaway figure. I'm not going to reveal what it is yet, but hey, if you have not subscribed, hit that bell notification down there. Go ahead and get subscribed. When we hit 500 subscribers, I'm doing a live stream. I'm going to give away one of 5 toy prizes. All you have to do is be a subscriber. I'll put your name in the random generator, and if you get drawn, you get a free toy, collectible, whatever you want to call it. It's free. All you have to do is hit that bell notification. Select all notifications, because I do these videos multiple times a week. I do one weekly and a couple of reviews during the week, or whatever else strikes my fancy. While you're at it, go ahead and hit the like button. So, got that out of the way. So yeah, I've got a few wrestling collectible figures coming in. Looking forward to getting those. Looking forward to giving one of them away. Yeah, speaking of, we're really, really close to that 500 mark. I mean, it's probably going to be this week. So thank you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Really appreciate it. Otherwise, I don't really think I've purchased anything. I don't have anything really else on the way. I'm just waiting for some pre-orders. I did get a lot of pre-orders in this week, and so we might as well just jump into some of that and talk about what we've seen. And of course, the big news of the week is the G.I. Joe HasLab, the Dragonfly XH1, that is currently up on HasbroPulse.com for $275 plus shipping and applicable taxes. You too can own a Dragonfly roughly in a year from now. So I brought this up before, and I've still seen it being mentioned, and it still sits in the back of my mind is, hey, they started another HasLab before they delivered on the last classified HasLab. Now, some folks have been out there, they've corrected some misconception I had, was that they've never really done this before. Evidently that is not true. That evidently between the Sentinel and the Galactus HasLabs, they announced one of those before delivering on the other. But again, it wasn't the first. I don't believe that was the first ever Marvel Legends HasLab. Maybe it was. I can't remember. I didn't fund either one of those. I'm not a huge Marvel Legends fan. Just one of those lines that I've tried to get out of, because if you don't, you're going to have toys everywhere. Because that line is just constantly producing new figures. Every week there's a new figure announcement or a new wave announcement. So it's really hard for a collector like me to to focus on that line. But yeah, so the classified Dragonfly is fully funded at this point. So you're guaranteed it. If you want to spend the $275, you're guaranteed at least a Dragonfly with Wild Bill. And I did a whole review, a couple of videos on that. So if you want to check those out, it's cool. But right now, as of this recording, it's sitting just about 600 backers shy of the Night Force Ripcord unlock. And that's the one I'm really looking forward to. So it looks like that's going to be pretty much a gimme at this point. Got over a month to go and only needing 600 backers to unlock that Ripcord. Definitely going to happen. At this point, probably going to see that happen definitely by the end of next week. And then we'll know what the next unlock is, which is, of course, spinning up all sorts of, who's going to be the next one? Is it going to be this person? Is it going to be that person? And really, there's no names that are on the board that can be completely taken off. Now, there are rumors out there. There are leaked lists of retail figures that the assumption is if it's on a retail list of figures to be released, it's not going to be in the same figure in the HasLab. And I tend to agree with that. And so, obviously, I'm not going to get too much into it because I don't want to steer people the wrong way and I don't want to potentially pull people are thinking about backing it away. So, that being said, I'm still excited about it. I hope you're excited about it. If you have the funds and it's something that interests you, I highly recommend backing this HasLab. Keep G.I. Joe going full steam ahead into 2024. So let's see. Besides that, in the G.I. Joe news, they also announced a few pre-orders. They pre-ordered the Arctic Bat is available for pre-order. I think it might be sold out. I think you can still find it on Amazon though. We also have pre-orders for Tiger Force Dusty, Python Crimson Guard are both available on HasbroPulse.com right now. So you can get those. They should be coming out next couple of weeks. And they did a couple of digital render reveals. One was the Crimson Viper and one was Grunt. Both figures look amazing. I don't know if I'm going to pick up the Crimson Viper. I probably will because I like Cobra. I'll definitely pick up that Grunt though. I like that Grunt a lot. I think he's going to look great next to my Stalker and Snake Eyes classified figures, especially the retro Snake Eyes. Those three are going to look really good together. I really need to get a breaker. I used to have a breaker and I got rid of him. I really need to pick one up because I need to get back to getting on that OG13. So yeah, they announced some stuff. It's looking good. It's Yojo June, so just expect more and more G.I. Joe stuff to pop up throughout the month. Pay attention to Hasbro Pulse's Twitter, their Instagram, their Facebook pages, because they tend to, just what am I doing with this? I don't know. They just kind of sprinkle in, that's what I'm trying to say, various G.I. Joe news, and then of course they do more live streams, especially during Yojo June. And with that being said, we also have San Diego Comic-Con around the corner, which supposedly is going to be the reveal of this Crimson Strike Force team, or whatever they call it. Crimson Strike Team, I think is what they have always called it, which is of course the Baroness and Tomax and Zaymot in Crimson colors. That is a rumor right now, so take it as you will, but it's a pretty heavy rumor that could probably be more true than not. As far as other crowdfunding is going, I'm going to go ahead and pitch again because there is 1 hour left as of the recording of this video, so I'm not even sure if I'll have this uploaded in time for you guys to support it, but I have done other videos of it. Legends of the Hidden Force is a ninja-based O-ring style toy line coming out by Whiskey Jack Toys. And it is funded. As of right now, it is funded. They need $35,000 to fund the project. It has been funded. They're trying to get towards their first stretch goal right now, which is $43,000, which will unlock the next figure. Or if they get 300 backers, they will unlock a different figure. So yeah, it's a great project. Once it's finished, I believe they will open a backer kit. They'll probably open it up to everyone to have a chance to pick up a figure. So if you like O-Ring and you like ninjas, it seems like a no-brainer. Jump into that. Legends of the Hidden Force by Whiskey Jack Toys. And again, I got a video on that, so I'll try to remember to leave a link of it in the comments section. But yeah, so tons of good stuff going on in the crowdfunding world. Other news that's gone on in the week is, let me think here. They've done a few Marvel Legends announcements that honestly I'm really fatigued when it comes to Marvel Legends myself. Not that like I said, I don't even collect really Marvel Legends anymore. But I mean, it just seems like they're pelting us constantly with new figures every week, and it's getting to the point where I'm just like, I look at them like I couldn't care less about these figures. And I don't mean that as a disrespect to folks that do collect Marvel Legends and are very excited, because I'm sure there are folks that would love to have their 500th Iron Man or Captain America, which are in the latest line that they revealed. Captain Steve Rogers and Heroes Reborn Iron Man. I mean, they look great. They always look great. They look like great figures. But man, I understand Iron Man's and Captain America's pulling the casual fan. It's just like for me in Star Wars. You release a Darth Vader, I'm going to be right there. You release a Luke Skywalker, I'm going to be right there. So I get it, but maybe it's just because I like to see new characters outside of Captain America and Iron Man constantly. But that's it. I understand it. I understand why Hasbro does it. Other news that has went on during the week besides a whole ton of Marvel Legends. I think they have like the Marvels line. It's coming out. I think it's an all-female wave. I think there's a Build-A-Hulk figure as part of that. And I don't know much about that Build-A-Hulk. I just remember I looked at him and I said, looks like any old Hulk, but he's got like skin-tight purple pants on. It's not torn purple pants. If it was torn purple pants, I'd be all over it. That is my jam when it comes to the Hulk. Big guy, torn purple pants. And Lou Ferrigno. If I can get a Lou Ferrigno version of the Hulk, you hear me, Hasbro? Create a Marvel Legends figure of the Lou Ferrigno 70s, 80s version of the Hulk. I'll get two, straight up. But yeah, so they've done a lot of Marvel reveals this week. What else? Miscellaneous stuff I saw. SF Figure Arts, they're releasing an Indiana Jones figure. I can't remember if it's Temple of Doom or if it's Raiders. I briefly caught it. I looked at it. I don't collect that line, so I'm probably not going to pick it up. But it's cool. The timing's well with the movie coming out. I can definitely get behind that. Not get behind it as in funding it, but I can understand why they're doing it. What else do we have going on? I feel like I'm missing something really big. Really, this week's been a lot of doing videos, reviews. So if you missed my reviews, again, I did the Bronze Bombers from Black Major. That was a fun one to do. I was glad to get my first Black Major video review out. And got some good feedback on that. So I appreciate all you that have watched that. I'll make sure to drop a link in the description to also mention that video. And yeah, Coffee&Toys. If you haven't already noticed, also, we've got logos. I've got a Twitter account set up. I'm slowly getting into it. I got lots of things going on in my life right now. But hopefully I'll keep making forward progress on that. And I really have you guys to thank as subscribers and viewers in general, because it helps. As I get comments and I get traction, it pushes me to go further. So thank you again for that. It's been really good. I've been enjoying doing that, and got a few more things coming down the line. Just time. Just need time. Need more of it. But yeah, I think it really at this point, got some stuff coming in for those subscriber when we hit 500. That's going to be cool. Got some more Masters of the Universe Masterverse figures I need to review. You tell me. I did get a request from someone pretty close to me that asked if I could do a video of tearing apart old G.I. Joes and putting them back together, and the answer is yes, I can do that. I just have to dig out some Joes or pull one off the shelf and show how both a modern era G.I. Joe figure can be taken apart and put back together, and how you can take apart a classic vintage G.I. Joe figure and put it back together, put it in different configurations. Never really thought about doing a video like that, but hey, I'm up for anything. Also, yeah, I don't really have a lot more to talk about this week. Just kind of sitting here patiently like the rest of you, waiting for Yojo June to reveal some cool stuff, and waiting for the next unlock of that HasLab Dragonfly, which is very cool. I'm still only in for one right now. Show me that next reveal, and I might double up, because I don't know where I'm going to put two Dragonflies, honestly. I have an idea where I can put one, but I have no clue where I'm going to put two. I'm going to start hanging stuff from the ceiling, and while it looks cool, it really depends on how firm the the helicopter blades are. I hope they're firmer than with the vintage and the modern era figures, because after a while, you know, those propellers start to sag. So I'm sure Hasbro, the team's already thought of that. Wouldn't have to worry about it. I guess the last thing to talk about is Joe Fest is currently going on right now. Again, depending on when this video actually gets published today, it ran this weekend. All sorts of fantastic folks there. Legends of the Hidden Force did a panel there. That was very cool to watch. I think you can go see it on their Facebook page. G.I. Joe Declassified, those guys are wonderful. Always providing a very rich history of G.I. Joe. They did a panel. I was able to live stream part of that and watch it. I was very interested. I love whenever those guys are knee deep in the history of G.I. Joe. I dare say for gentlemen that were kids when G.I. Joe was being made, they probably know more now than the actual people who designed and created G.I. Joe do now. Those guys just do a hell of a job. So thank you to Declassified for posting that for us to watch, for us that couldn't make it to Joe Fest. Skeletron was there. That was very cool. They announced Corey. Previously, he worked at Hasbro. He is now part of the Skeletron team doing design. That's very awesome. That's very excellent for them to have such a talent such as him. So congratulations to Skeletron and to Corey for coming together mutually to benefit everyone that's collecting, everyone in the collecting hobby. So otherwise, yeah, Joe Fest is a fun event. Hopefully one day I'll be able to make it to a Joe Fest. Just not in the cards right now, which is perfectly fine by me. As long as I can view some stuff from afar, I'm very happy. And with that being said, I think I'm going to let you folks go. I'm going to take my final drink of coffee from my new mug. And thank you once again. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the bell notification, set it to all notifications, because I put out multiple videos a week, and I need your support. 500 subscriber giveaway. When we get there, I'll do a live stream. We'll have fun. We'll talk stuff. Whatever you guys want to talk about. Thank you so much, and I will see you later.